Hi everyone, Julia here, recording this February 7th, 2023, and I'm going to get this video uploaded one way or another today. So yeah, here I am on the morning walk with the two boys, Biggie and Cosmo. The two girls are still at the other place, and yeah, just walking through the neighborhood and pondering how we are powerful creator beings. And that's why Cheryl talks about how when we turn in on ourselves with negativity, how much harm that can do because of how powerful we are. So we need to take that power and use it in our favor and manifest the life we want. And I've been talking about that since this channel started about a year ago, a little over a year ago. And that stuff really works. You clear out your subconscious and your unconscious, and you focus on what you want. You think about what you want, not about what you don't want. And you take some action in that direction. And you feel the emotions you'll feel when you get that manifestation that you're intending. And it will happen. And things are definitely amping up in today's times. So it'll probably happen sooner than later. I don't think Cosmo's feeling too great today. But, yeah, it's so worth it. So here we are in the area that we're allowed to occupy and start our food forest on. And we've definitely had some fear surface in some of the community members with this move. And it's up to them whether they do the work or not. It's up to all of us. No one can do your shadow work for you, and no one can change you but you. And on that note, you can't change anyone else except for yourself. And the best thing you can do to save the world is to change yourself for the better into a balanced, harmonious, virtuous being, and try to come from that space of love. And if you're still getting triggered into negative emotions, negative responses, that's great opportunity. When you get triggered, you need to stop and figure out what the judgment or the fear is behind that emotional explosion, and then deal with it. And you can use Cheryl's calming bracelet method or language lessons of the heart. And you can find out more about these by looking at the emotional healing playlist on this channel. And then just do it. And most people don't want to do shadow work until they're in some kind of dire consequence in their life. So they just go on letting their subconscious and unconscious programming run the show for them. And that's usually because of fears that they have instilled in them. Or as Michael Harrell from Language of Lessons of the Heart calls it, judgments. Like the judgment that I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough. Almost all of us have that judgment crammed into us in one form or another, usually from many angles, as we grow and develop into our humanness. But yeah, we have to manually remove what was put in automatically. So it's really that simple. The work is not difficult either. It can be emotional. Well, that's a good thing. We need to release our emotions. not suppress them. And that tree's pretty cool, huh? And so, yeah, all these things go together. If you look at language lessons of the heart, emotional release is part of it. But you release it, and then you find the judgment behind it. And then you take that judgment and you remove it, and you replace it. Replacing it is key. And then you go on to manifest the life you really want. And you can manifest not only for yourself, but for others. So we are that powerful. We do create this reality, and we have to take responsibility for it. And part of that is just having honest self-awareness, being able to see yourself from the outside. When you get triggered, stop and try to see yourself as other people would see you in that moment, and see how rational and harmonious your act is, and be honest, and be able to apologize if you acted crazy towards someone when it wasn't warranted, because your dark uglies were coming out, as Cheryl calls them. So deal with those dark uglies, and with your shadow work, Cheryl's calming bracelets or language lessons of the heart, and there's a Loth workshop playlist on here that takes you right to the work. So yeah, it's time to get that done and have the life you want. And if you want a life outside the matrix, you can do it, just like we're doing. You just come here and start living, manifesting what you need. So now I'll be manifesting better power, so I can have proper internet here, and ultimately a top-notch vehicle to drive. But man, we just have everything, really. Those are just little ins and outs. But yeah, it's so refreshing to be in this environment and to just be surrounded with nature and be able to work with nature. And since I haven't had the internet, I've been reading a really cool book about how to work with nature spirits, consulting the devas and the nature spirits and Pan before you do any kind of gardening. So yeah, that's a really cool book. It's called the Paralanda Garden Workbook, I believe, and how to work with nature spirits. So yeah, here I am in paradise, and looking forward to what the future's gonna bring, and just excited, and I hope I can encourage others to embark on shadow work so they too can manifest the life they want, or you too can manifest the life you want. All right, everyone, thanks for listening. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Remember to stay focused on what you want and help others if you can. Ciao, ciao.